said to Ted last night, the only reason I parked over here was because when I leave out in the morning, I have to make a right. And if it's possible, if I got a choice, because see, it's a pilot across the street. If I got a choice, stop, then I'd rather not have to cross the street in the morning. Stop. If that makes any sense. Because it's more likely to be an issue trying to cross the street. So when you're getting up and getting out in the morning, it's going to be, start of business hours, or could be rush hour depending on where you are. But people are out and about trying to get to work. Obviously, making a right to get going instead of having to make a left is going to be a lot easier. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, it looks like, I think we are close up on a traffic light here, which may pose another issue. I need to make a left. Oh, yeah, I think this is the light I need to make a left at. Oh, the hell, we got it, Karen. Oh, but the light is red. Stop. This is another reason why you want to get moving early too, because you don't know how much of this stuff you're going to run into trying to get out and get going where you're going and all that. It can hold you up 10, 15, 20 minutes, man.
Turn left on
especially if you're in an unfamiliar area. I don't know if you saw it, but they got a cone right here on the right. I'm trying to keep from running over. That's why I'm all on the other side of the highway. These guys, are they taking them up or putting them down? Look at that. They know this is the truck stop right here. I guess they got to do whatever job they're doing, or they're working on the sign right there. Blue Beacon 4 miles down exit 171. I'm trying to hit that this morning. Get this thing all shiny. Get it all shiny. Opens at 7:30.
In 1¼ miles, arrive at 10700 Dixie Highway on the right.
I'm at 7:30 right now as we speak. Well, actually I'm a few minutes early.
In 1 mile, arrive at 10700 Dixie Highway on the right.
I looked at it on the street view on Google Maps, and it looked like there's room for a truck to get in even if the gate is locked. That might be something you want to do if you're going to an unfamiliar place. Just check it out. Google Maps, Street View. To see what you're working with. I don't do it all the time. Kind of play it by ear, These are bricks. I haven't delivered that many places. I haven't delivered bricks to many places. One of the places that I picked up at was huge, but I figured it could be possible that this place might not be as large, so I didn't know how much space I would be working with. So I kind of wanted to get a visual on where I would be going to. I'm also looking at the cross street on this sign and comparing it with where the GPS says I'm at. Because the GPS ain't always 100%, as we have discussed before. It might even tell you it's on one side of the street and it's on the other side of the street. So you always want to be looking. And what you can do as far as that goes is, if it says it's on the left side, then you can take a look at the numbers and see if the odds and evens match up. I think they told me that it was on the left side, I think. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But it's on the right side.
Arriving at 10700 Dixie Highway on the right.
Oh, okay. No, I did say the right. And we have a truck already there. So hopefully they open the gate real quick. That's why I didn't come any earlier than this. Got a little traffic. Oh, I got a lot of traffic pulling up behind me. They wasn't here and the gate wasn't open. Actually, I don't know what. Yeah, I would keep going based on the fact that I see other trucks behind me. Plus, this is Route 25, as a matter of fact. So I'm pretty confident knowing that, you know, I can go up somewhere, make a turn, turn around, whatever I need to do. I don't know if y'all can see that far over, but I saw the guy motion to the driver, make some motions as if he was telling the driver how to turn around or where to turn around or something. If it wasn't for that, then just based on what I see here, I would have been hesitant on pulling in behind him, thinking he might need to back up and do something different. But now I'm just gonna try to pull up out the way. I'm talking about reference to the driveway. Yeah. And that's kind of, you know, some of the stuff you gotta play it by. Stop. You gotta play it by ear and use your best judgment and a little common sense and all of that. I gotta get back. Stop. Space back there, but he says just wait and he'll let me know. So I'm fixing my breakfast, boiled egg, can you see Courtney? She already ate. Got my boiled egg. Good. Go chill out. Go chill out. And more tuna. I mean, not tuna, but the kippers. Man. I just saw the second stink bug this morning. And I don't know if y'all familiar with those things. But the name is stink bug for a reason. I usually give her the juice. I usually put it in her food, but wait. Like I said, she already ate. I just put the egg and the kippers in here together. And this could be sardines or it could be tuna. And a lot of times I'll have salad from Flying J. This morning I stayed at TA. So I don't have Flying J salad. It's all good. Might say just like that, and I'll say almost. Somebody left a message and said, why did I use, this is olive oil, extra virgin. Why did I use coconut oil and olive oil instead of water in that oatmeal I made? The reason why is because new research is not really all that new, but newly publicized. It's not really all that publicized, but latest studies show that having a diet that is highest in fat, healthy fat, is beneficial for your health. 60-70% fat, 20% protein, and the rest in carbs. And so I didn't use water because I wanted to use fat, coconut oil, virgin coconut oil, and olive oil. Extra virgin and virgin olive oil is healthy fat. And if you're okay with dairy, so is butter. Not margarine, that's vegetable oil, but butter. Butter and coconut oil are both medium chain triglycerides, which means they convert to energy quicker. They're not stored in your cells like long chain fat. Like even these eggs. Eggs has healthy fat. You'll still see people saying that you shouldn't eat the yolks of the eggs. That's old. Stop. Chill out, man. Chill out. Get on your chair. That's old information based on what I've seen. Eggs actually will help lower your cholesterol. The entire egg. The yolk has most of the nutrients. Ready for me? Huh? Yeah. Okay. All right. Come here, man. He said he's ready. What do with the key? What did I do with the key? What did I do with the key? No. Why I didn't open the doors. I was thinking about that egg. Now, when you pull it in a place like this, obviously, you just got to remember to remain. Oh man. Oh, okay. He goes out a different way. That's why I didn't see it. Okay, yeah. Man, they got a nice little operation over in here. Oh. That's why. Go ahead. Stop. Chill out. I haven't gotten pickup information, so I'm about to head straight down to the truck wash. Close the door. I remember when I first started driving, well, about a year after I started driving, I was the owner-operator. I bought an old Freightliner truck with a little bitty sleeper. It was a 48-inch, and it was a flat top. I didn't have the truck but a few months when I was traveling south on I-77 coming up on the toll plaza. After carefully evaluating the lanes, I determined that the far right lane, which was the only lane set up for wide loads, was the one that would be open first. And so then I could jump right back out there on the highway and keep trucking, losing the least amount of time. Problem was, after paying the collector my toll, my truck didn't feel like trucking. The transmission locked up right there at the toll plaza. The toll collector got mad at me, asking me why did I break down in the wide load lane.
I said, sir, if it was up to me, I would not have broken down here in West Virginia in your wide load lane. I would have waited and broke down at the house. I was laughing, but he wasn't. Long story short, they called the tow truck. 2 hours later, my truck was in the air, and I was in the cab with the tow truck driver on the way to the shop. I had been on the phone checking the prices, getting advice the whole time I was waiting for him to arrive, so I figured I needed a transmission, which would cost about $6,000. And since it went out, it would only make sense to go ahead and change the clutch and the pressure plate, which came up to about a little over $7,000. I had already did my morning, so I spent my time in the cab asking about West Virginia and laughing and joking about nothing in particular. The tow truck driver was also the mechanic, and he had said that he would have to order the transmission. And in all, it would take about a week to get the truck back on the road if, of course, nothing went wrong in the process. I can't remember what I said, but I remember not being surprised because, like I said, I had already checked on all of this stuff as far as how much the cost would be. Anyway, as usual, I was talking, laughing, joking. The driver said, look, I ain't trying to be funny or anything, but do you have any idea how much this is going to cost you? I said, yeah, about $8,000 probably after the tow bill. He said, yeah, that's about right. I didn't think you knew because you're over there laughing and joking just like nothing has happened. I said, well, the way I look at it, I could have been broke down in the middle of nowhere, causing the tow bill to be much more. That's one reason to smile, but that's a simple reason. Another reason is being depressed about it wouldn't change a thing about what needed to be done to get back on the road, and it would only make the entire episode worse, dreading how much it's going to cost. The job has got to be done, and that's the common sense reason. The third and best reason has to do with I try to practice whenever I'm mindful to do so, especially in situations like this. I try to see the glass half full instead of half empty. That helps me to keep a positive attitude. He said, okay, well, what's so positive about spending $8,000? I said, well, this is a used truck. Whenever you buy something used, you do so with the understanding that it's possible for something to fall apart, break, or go wrong. This truck has almost 2 million miles on it. I don't know if the transmission has ever been replaced, but I do know that transmissions and clutches are wear and tear items and that they're supposed to go bad eventually. What I also know is that once you do this job, that the transmission and clutch is something that I will not have to worry about for the rest of the time that I have this truck. Not only will I not have to worry or wonder when this will happen, I have complete comfort in having a reasonable assumption of how long I have before expecting to have trouble with it again. That is, if you're a good mechanic. I laugh, but he didn't. Anyway, I should not have to worry about the transmission or clutch, is what I told him once this job is done. And so he said, I guess you're right. That is another way of looking at it. Now, what I see so often, I think this positive talk did something to put comfort in the mind of the tow truck driver, who was also the mechanic, and what he thought of me. And the reason I say this is because he ended up offering me a seat at his dinner table with his family and let me stay there in West Virginia until the part came and the truck was fixed. Almost a week later, I was on the road again. Now, going home until the truck was fixed and then coming back would have costed me hundreds of dollars more. You see, you build other people up around you when they see you handle problems in a positive way. And it...
Stop. Well, I had a load. I had a load to go pick up in Cincinnati. And it just canceled on me. But
in 1/4 mile, turn right on Mary Grubbs Highway.
At least I'm right beside the truck stop. And at least I hadn't pulled off yet. I was just about to leave to go up to Cincinnati. So I'm just glad it canceled before I headed out of here on the highway and getting in that traffic in Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? But these things happen, man. Loads cancel like that from time to time. No telling what happened. Somebody might have talked them into letting them haul it for a cheaper rate or something. I see that truck coming out. I'm just gonna slide on through here. He can keep rolling. I can keep rolling. Come on, stop. Yeah, he can keep rolling and I can keep rolling. way. No telling how long I will be here waiting on another load. So I'm going to try to park with the tail of the trailer to the grass, and also with a line of sight to the antenna so I can get internet reception. I don't imagine it'll be that long, but you know, just in case. Don't forget I'm on electronic logs. I want to do this one time, just in case. You never know. Don't know how long I'm going to be there. So I want to park somewhere I like from the very beginning. So I'm just going to go over here. Hey. There's an end park right there. The only problem is I might not have a good signal if I park all the way out here. Notice it's down a hill. So I'm gonna pull on up here, closer to the building, simply because I want to make sure I can have a good line of sight. Stop. Good line of sight to that antenna up there. Right beside this bobtail will be good. I figure. Gordon, chill out now. Gordon, chill out now. Gordon, chill out now. Trying to decide on whether to try to get a shower in or not. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So yeah, I'm back out the shower. It looks a little different. It looks terrible. It looks terrible. She agrees. That looks terrible. Problem is I don't have time to go back up there. And you saw how the place was arranged. It's not really convenient to go up there, turn around, park, come back. I couldn't drive through because the park, the place was already had a line at it. So if you go up here to this truck wash, you get your tire dressing done. Make sure you got time to go back up there. Went into Flying J, took me a shower, got me a salad on the way out, came out, got a load to Houston, but the paperwork is not done. I'm going to go ahead and eat this salad. The time that's over, paperwork should be done, and we'll be heading right out to pick up this load. Good thing about it is right here in Walton, Kentucky, going to Houston. So y'all don't need to see me eat. I got to find a fork. I'll talk to you later. get it up. They left this and that. So the bricks that was in the hole actually went all the way through the trailer. And I have a witness, the young lady driving the forklift. Can I put you on the camera? Oh. You saw the brick in the wall, right?
Yes, I saw him stick it in the wall. When you pulled it out, there's a big hole there.
So I guess they did this where they loaded at, not where they unloaded. I don't know. All I know is the brick was in the wall and there's a hole in the trailer. Listen.
I don't know if I'm in the right place.
Nova Lex or something like that. But they use a different name.
Nova Lex.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. One Duro way.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Where do you go over there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
all right. Yeah, they did the same thing to me. When you get something that sounds strange like that sounds like more like a driveway or a personal drive, right? Usually, that's gonna be the name of the company. Now the problem is, they said that the name of the company was Novalex. But since they gave me that address that sounds like a personal drive, then what I did was Google the address to see what name came up. And that's how I found out that the name of the company was Duralex. Duro bag, I mean. Because that ain't the name that they gave us to come over here and pick up. They gave us Novalex, just like she said. So just remember that. I'm just trying to pull out the way before I gotta close the doors and I gotta slide my tandems back to a reasonable position. So I'm gonna be out of her way, and then if somebody get ready to leave, be out their way. Should have let Courtney out.